I feel like it's
so then I just stopped talking about it altogether, and then you brought it back up again. I stopped talking about it for at least a week.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion.
What is this?
What is what?
What are we doing here?
This video that we're about to record.
Yeah.
It is the marriage tips video.
We're giving tips to these people about our marriage.
Just about marriage in general. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a video that we haven't done before, and that is tips about marriage. I just want to go ahead and say that our marriage is not perfect.
Whoa!
Wait, no, you didn't let me finish. I feel like our marriage is pretty close to perfect, but it's no marriage is perfect. We argue, I argue. So our marriage isn't perfect, mostly because of me, but it is like tips, but it's also like quite kind of questions into our marriage a little bit too.
Okay.
But I would love to hear, before we even get into the questions, what would be your like #1 tip for marriage?
Oh my goodness. Well, a lot of these will cross over just into relationships in general. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't try and fix every situation. Just listen most of the time.
Babe, you are so good. This is like, guys, if there's men watching this and you like need advice about how to keep a woman happy, go to this guy here. But in the beginning it wasn't like that. I feel like you tried to fix a lot of situations, and I'd be like, no, shut the fuck up, just listen to what I'm saying, don't try to fix everything. But you actually listened and you took that on board.
Yeah, it took me a long time to understand what that even meant, because I've heard that a million times before, but it's not obvious to a guy. So it's like, if she texts you and she's like, oh my god, this stupid plant at home keeps dying, you know, stupid example, but whatever, don't be like, you just need to water it 3 times a day and then give it some fertilizer and put it in the sun. No. It's like, oh my god, babe, I'm so sorry to hear that, I hope it goes better for you soon.
That's great.
Or something like that.
I feel like I have an insight now into how you respond to me. It's really changed how I respond to you responding to me as well. I feel like I would just get angry when you would be like, oh, well, you have to do this and this, and I'm like, stop fucking telling me what to do, just listen to me.
Yeah.
You know?
And there will come a time and later on when you can give that advice, but during the complaining,
Yeah, that's right. If I'm like, what do you think I should do? Like, how can I keep this plant alive?
Yeah.
That's when you give advice. When I'm asking for your advice. When I'm just complaining.
And it probably won't be during the complaining, it'll be later.
No, yeah, exactly. It won't be in the same conversation. It'll be like a couple of days later when I've cooled down and I'm not angry at the plant anymore.
Yeah.
That's like the best. That is the best tip ever. Now I'm gonna jump into the questions. The first question is, where did you elope? And if it's okay, what was the cost roughly? I don't remember how much it cost. It was only like, maybe like a couple $100 or something, right?
I honestly can't remember the cost of it.
Yeah, I can't remember at all. I'm sorry, I do not know.
Yeah.
But we eloped in Brisbane at the marriage registry.
I would say it was less than like $500, right?
Yeah, I remember paying for it while we were there, but I can't remember how much it was. This is a really good question. What is one thing that you need to work on, like that we need to work on? Me personally, I feel like it would be not taking everything out on you when I'm in a shitty mood. Like, it's very easy for me to place blame, especially when you're at work and I'm, you know, at home and I'm struggling with the puppy peeing on the floor and the kids going crazy and doing everything by myself. It's easy to place blame on you because you're not there. And I don't see what you go through at work, and I know that I need to work on not reacting and being like, you have it so well. Like, you get to sleep uninterrupted and eat meals and go to the bathroom, and not just react. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I know.
But yeah. It takes a certain mentality to not just start telling Courtney just how shit my time is while I'm at work. Because she's just trying to vent, so as long as you understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, so what do you think? The question was for us as a couple there, right? Or?
We'll do individually and then we'll do as a couple.
Oh, so like what I need to work on? Is that what you want to know?
If anything, if you don't think there's anything you need to work on, then you don't have to say anything.
Well, there's always something to work on. I'm not very good at like helping out around the house. We've had a conversation about this.
Have we?
Yeah. I really want to be good at helping her out around the house, but because Courtney does it literally all the time, and I only do it some of the time, it's like second nature for her. But it's like, for me, I have to like try and switch out of like being away at work and then try and help at home, and I don't quite see the flow of the household and everything. So like, I'll look around and I'll be like, okay, what can I help with? And I'll be like, no, the house looks pretty sweet. Okay, yeah, I'll just have a sit down on the couch. And then Courtney will come along and start doing something. I'm like, oh damn, I probably could have done that. I'm like, well, okay, she's just done it, so whatever. And then she'll start doing something else. I'm like, oh crap, I could have done that too. And then that just continues and goes on and on and on.
And then I'm clean for an hour.
And then eventually I stand up and I'm like, can I help with something? And she's like, I just did everything.
I just did everything.
I'm like, damn it, I really wanted to help.
Every time though, you just time it well. What we need to work on together. I know what I want to say.
Okay, go.
Do you have anything in mind?
The time we spend together needs to be more quality.
Yeah, it's the time we spend just together. Like, we need to put more time just to the two of us. And we spend plenty of time together once the baby's in bed on our computers, but that's not quality time. Like, we're separated. You're at your computer, I'm at mine. Even though we're in the same room, it's not sitting down having a conversation or like doing a puzzle together like we did. We need to finish that puzzle. But like... Yeah. But like quality time where we're having a conversation and we're interacting, and it's not just like, babe, can you come kill this guy for me? He's chasing me around a rock. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's cool. Yeah. We need to sit down, go to the movies, go to dinner, and it's really hard when you have kids to do that. I feel like I've been looking at you the entire time. Sorry guys, you're there too. It's really hard to do that when you have kids at home, but
I need to make more of an effort.
Yeah, we need to make more of an effort, and I feel like I need to lean on family members a bit more. I've been leaning on my sister and my stepmom quite a lot recently, and I feel like that's something we maybe need to do, book it in once a month or something where we go and we take a few hours to ourselves as a couple, which once a month doesn't seem like a lot, but you're away half of the time, so
that's every other time I'm home we go have a day time or something. Yeah, which is only once a month.
That's a great question, Amy. Thank you. The next question is, if you do fight, what is it usually about? I feel really bad that I have like not even looked at the camera this entire video until like 2 seconds ago.
You can answer that.
What was the question?
If we do fight, what is it about? Classify a fight.
Oh, I'd say recently it's the puppy. Because you like begged me for months to get a puppy. And then we got one, and then you leave, and I'm left with a puppy.
Yeah, that makes me sound really bad. And my defense was, because a fight always includes two sides.
Does it though? Yeah. Just kidding.
Otherwise it's just I don't know what it is. It's not really a fight.
That's what I was saying at the beginning of the video. Yeah. I argue, you don't.
I stopped talking about getting a puppy because Courtney was getting really upset that she knows that I wanted one and she would love for me to have one, but she knew that it was going to be really stressful. So once she made that loud and clear for like the third time,
Third?
At least.
Like at least the 300th time, I'm not joking.
Okay.
Every day, like every day, you send me a photo, it'll be like,
yeah, but sometimes you would be a little more open about it, and then other times you wouldn't, and then sometimes you wouldn't.
I feel like it's
so then I just stopped talking about it altogether, and then you brought it back up again. I stopped talking about it for at least a week.
Okay.
And then you brought it back up again.
Here's what I have to say about that. Here's my defense. Rebuttal, is that the word?
Yeah, sure.
Rebuttal. It's kind of like, a puppy's like a baby. It's a pretty big commitment. And I feel like if I was to sit here and be like, I don't want a baby, 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 it's too stressful, I don't want a baby, I don't have time, I don't have time. And then the one day I'm like, you know what, maybe we should have a baby. And you're like, boom, let's do it. And you get me pregnant. I don't feel like that's very fair.
I don't think that's how it happened.
I feel like that's how it happened.
Like, it's quite a process to get a puppy.
I know. I warmed up to it though. Once we've met him, I warmed up to it because he's really cute and he's a sweetheart.
We both messaged back and forth. We went to meet him a week before we got him, and there was plenty of
I'm not saying I regret getting the dog. I'm not saying that at all. I'm glad we got the dog. I'm just saying that was the dog recently has been the reason that we have been arguing a lot.
Yeah.
Because I was initially not overly keen on getting the dog. But once we had agreed on, like, met him and agreed on getting him, I was all for it, you know? That's the answer to that question. Before we got the dog though, what do you think would be the thing that we would argue about the most? Before you got your job in the mines, it was probably finances. Because it was really stressful we were really struggling at that point.
Yeah, I mean, arguments, like, as I said, require two sides, and I just don't think we have many arguments.
Yeah, we don't have very many arguments at all.
Yeah.
So the puppy has spiced things up a little bit.
And because I felt like I had to defend myself because,
Because I agreed to get the dog.
Yeah.
That's what we have been arguing about recently, but it's not forever. The puppy will grow up and stop peeing on the floor, so that's great. Okay, this question. Does Luke pull his weight with the housework when he's at home?
I kind of already answered that, right?
I feel like you do, like, quite a lot. Like, more than most husbands do.
A lot of my helping with the housework is taking care of the baby while Courtney cleans.
That's a huge thing for me.
Really clean while the baby keeps getting into everything.
Yeah, you
And
also
then,
unpack the dishwasher a lot. And pack
when
it.
I'm not holding a kid, I'll always try and do something.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
usually
do.
holding a kid or something.
You do housework.
Yeah.
I
am home for a full week. I'm not like, I don't work Monday to Friday like most guys, or Monday to Saturday.
Yeah.
So I do have a bit more of an opportunity to help clean up.
When you are home. That was the question, like when you're home. Yeah, you do. I feel like you do. How do you manage time for you and hubby whilst juggling kids? Like we just, like I said, we've been really struggling with that, but it's something we need to work on, and we're just going to try and maybe schedule it in once a month and just make it so that my sister can come once a month and she knows that that's the day she's going to be here. What do you reckon?
My answer to that would be, first of all, being mindful about it. Like actually working towards it, knowing about it is the first step.
Yeah,
Being
aware that you're not
magically
spending.
happen. Like it takes effort to get time together. And then the second thing is, family or whatever your support network is.
Even if you have to hire a babysitter.
Yeah, if you've got family or friends that can babysit for you, or if you're willing to trust another babysitter, which
I wouldn't.
is a whole nother conversation.
Not. I'd rather die.
But some people don't have a choice.
Yeah, I know. I
people
totally
feel
get
bad.
that. No, I know. But I'm just like, even family with Talia, I wouldn't leave Talia with family members.
In my previous relationship, I've used random babysitters before.
Yeah. Does being married feel different to just being in a regular relationship?
Yeah.
How?
Because, like, you're my wife.
Yeah.
You have my last name. Like, we own things together.
I would say the last name, like being the label of being your wife, makes me feel so good. I love that you're my husband and you've got that ring on your finger and I've got this ring on my finger, and it's like basically a public announcement that I'm married and I'm taken. It's on my, and I mean, not everyone respects.
It just feels nice to say wife, and it feels nice when someone's like, oh, so same last name? Yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Like just little things like that.
Yeah, that makes
like,
the world of difference.
Yeah.
How do you keep the spark going?
That hasn't really taken much effort, I don't think.
No, I don't feel like, I feel like what happened when we moved very hard and fast when we met, and we moved in within 6 weeks of knowing each other. We were pregnant within 6 months of knowing each other. Then we were married within a year and a half or something.
Yeah.
And every step along the way, especially in those first few months, I had people, actually mostly only people I like don't know in person, like subscribers and people on social media, saying, oh, this, the spark's going to die soon, this is just the honeymoon phase, this is going to be a train wreck, wait till the honeymoon phase dies and it's going to be horrible and blah blah blah. And I just feel like it never did.
It's like been 2.5 years and I still feel like I'm in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah, me too. And we waited for the longest time. For it to like die down or something to go wrong and break us up or whatever, because we did move pretty quickly. And it just, I remember in the first like few months we'd be like, maybe this is what's going to be it. Do you remember that? We used to go, maybe this is what it's going to be, and just like nothing.
Yeah.
And then we just gave up and we're like, well, we're just meant to be together forever. And there's been no lull. There's been no...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just been honeymoon phase the whole time.
And not that it was really that much different before, as we just said, like we still have that spark and it's really strong. But me being away half the time, we also get that little bit of excitement of me coming home.
That's true.
And that, I think, it is I don't know, I was going to say it helps, but I mean, we were the same before as well, so... I don't know, it's still
I feel like
excitement
specifically in a FIFO relationship where you are spending some time away, the spark would be like when you're away, we send each other like naughty photos and things like that, and I feel like that it builds up to, oh, I can't wait for them to come home, even though it's not all about that.
Yeah, I guess it just accentuates whatever you already feel. So like if you're already kind of drifting away, then the time apart would be really detrimental.
That's
but
a good
because
point,
we're like have a really strong spark, it just makes us want to see each other even more.
Yeah. No, and I can completely relate to that. because in my previous relationship he was never home, and it did just drift, like push us further and further apart until there was literally nothing left.
Yeah.
But it's the opposite this time. It's all about who you're with. Was Luke married before? Have you been married before?
Yes.
Once before. Why didn't you guys want a big wedding?
Who wants a big wedding?
I had a
Lots of people want big weddings.
Yeah, lots of people do.
Can I answer that? Or you
Yeah,
might
no,
answer
you
it?
go.
It's just, I think we both felt like it was a lot of effort. We didn't feel like it was necessary. All we wanted to do was celebrate with loved ones, our family and friends, our close family and friends, to let everyone know that how freaking much we love each other. And then let's just get on with life, because we were looking forward to it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And also Courtney said that she already got her big wedding out of the way the first time.
Yeah, well, my dad paid for the first wedding. I was like, well, I can't be like, hey dad, I'm getting married again, can you fork out another 50 grand or like whatever the wedding costs?
Yeah.
It's kind of a lot of money. On top of that, I obviously wouldn't do that, but on top of that, yeah, we'd both already been married before, and like personally for me, that marriage, my previous marriage, was about, the actual wedding itself was about how exciting, I'm getting married and I can pick a dress and I can pick the flowers, and it was not about who I was marrying or why we were doing it, or like, it wasn't a celebration of love. It was like, this is fun, it's like party planning, you know, pick all of the things that you do when you plan a wedding. And I did it by myself because he was away, but it was the opposite this time. It was purely about who I'm marrying. It was about you, it was about how much I love you, it was about sharing that experience with our family, showing them how much we love each other, especially considering our family hadn't met before, because we did move pretty quickly. It wasn't like we'd been together for 10 years and there had been family functions that everyone had met at. It was like everyone was kind of meeting at our wedding and coming together and seeing how much we love each other, and like there was just support. There's been support from our family the whole way along the way, because it's just like, I feel both of us shifted as people when we met, and both of our families could see that it was different this time, and like we were meant to be together. Yeah. So it was nice to just have a celebration with just the people who support us, like our family and like really, really close friends, come together and just celebrate our love. It wasn't about this big fancy thing, spending lots of money, showing off a venue. It was just a celebration of love. Yeah. That's all it was. We were already married.
In a few words, the love was enough, no fluff needed. No, I just made that up.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. It sounded like something you read somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wait, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, we were already married on our, like, celebration day. Like, we had eloped, like we said in the previous question. We went and eloped in November.
November when?
November the 25th.
Oh, nice.
And then we got married in February the
15th. 14th. It's the day after Valentine's Day.
It's the 15th. Yeah.
I said the 15th first.
I know, but then you said the 14th.
Because the look on your face, like, oh my god, I've got it wrong.
No, so yeah, we got, like, technically we got married a few months before we had our celebration of love.
Yeah.
What? That's all the questions.
Oh, that was it?
That was it.
Alright, see you then.
That's so fun. I appreciate you for joining in on this video.
Thanks for having me.
That is all the questions that we got. I actually had a lot of fun recording this video. I'm really sorry that I didn't make eye contact with you guys for like the first 10 minutes. But I'm here now and like, we went fine, right? I feel like I corrected myself. I hate editing videos where I do that.
Really?
I've recorded a couple of videos with you where I'm just like this the whole time. And I'm editing, I'm like, bitch, look at the camera. That's gonna be this one, but that's fine. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe below if you want to follow our journey. And I hope you guys are enjoying the extra content over Vlogmas. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.